Hello, hello, hello. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Test, test. Hello, hello. Can you type a 1 or a 7 in the chat if you can hear me? Can you hear me calling to you? Can you guess what this sound is? Whoever guesses correctly will get a free sub. Let me give you another hint. Aiden Hector, you get a free sub. Not sponsored. I just love them. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I knew someone was gonna say beer. I knew it. I was gonna do that. Hey. I was gonna give the free sub. Ben, welcome back for 20 months on YouTube. Hello, everybody. I need a little bit of cheering up today. I've had such a stressful past, I was gonna say 24 hours, but it's honestly been like 72 hours at this point of stress. Yes, I brought some of my plant friends in here because they're here now, so I wanted to give them a little spotlight for today. It's fine, you're good. I was just laughing because it made it seem like I'm volunteering on your behalf to give away a free sub. Rob, thank you for the super chat. Peas. How many years is that? My math is not very good. 12, 24, 36, you're almost to 3 years, 1 month away. What the hell? I can't believe time passing like that, passing right in front of my very eyes. I'm so glad to be here right now. Before we get any farther into the stream, I would love for us to all... Don't leave! No, don't leave! Why? Of course. She's like, yeah, before we get started, let me get out of here. Before we get started, I would love us all to take some deep breaths, just like we did last week, to anchor ourselves into the atmosphere, ground even deeper into an inner sense of peace and calm. And we'll go from there. Excuse me. Yes, she stayed. She's probably gonna leave soon, but for now, she stayed. Also, I'm not the only one moving in right now. We have another couple of people who are moving today. So if you hear things, they're moving. And I couldn't be more, sympathetic to whatever they're experiencing right now. I'll get into it in just a second. But first, we're gonna take some deep breaths together. Like I said last week, sometimes these can be hard to coordinate. Also, I'm gonna change the audio track because I forgot this one loops every like 7 minutes, and that's just too short for me. Let's see. Let's do Angel Chorus. Lovely. We're gonna take some deep breaths together. was really off key, sorry. I didn't know where we were in the song. So, to start, I'm gonna have you just bring your awareness to your breath. Nice and easy, nice and gently. Just noticing the rhythm that feels most comfortable at this time. Inhaling and exhaling. And if you can, trying to synchronize yourself with my pacing. Taking our first deep breath in and exhaling. Another deep breath in and a nice exhale. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhaling in and exhaling. One last breath in and out. If you would like, you can place a hand on your heart, continuing to breathe at your own pace, feeling any tension in your body is slowly beginning to melt away, dissipate into the atmosphere around you. Now more than ever, it is so important to prioritize finding pockets of stillness, of peace within yourself, a sense of inner tranquility, so that you may be even more resilient to anything that happens, anything at all. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs just a moment ago, and welcome back, Kool-Aid Man. 6 months in advance. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 6 months in advance. I'm flattered. That's a huge compliment. Rav XO, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. This is my good friend Rav. We're going to talk a lot more about him very soon. But thank you for stopping in. Thank you so much for being here, all of you. I hope you're feeling a little more relaxed than you were just a moment ago. I know I am. I needed that a lot. And let me tell you why. And I'll do some ASMR while I ramble to you. The past few days, the past month, really, I have been moving yet again. And it has taken quite a toll on my mental and physical health, as I'm sure you can imagine if you've ever moved. I got a lot of things done last night, specifically because I had my final walkthrough at my old place today. Excuse me. I stayed up cleaning, packing, making sure every single item was out, away. I've been going pretty much every day to bring one thing or another. Not yesterday, but the day before, I felt brave enough to go rent a really big Sprinter van and drive it myself to get some of the bulkier items like my jeweler's desk, and I'm so grateful to have that here with me. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be way more proactively making jewelry again and just consistently having that be part of my daily routine again. Having a moment at the bench. I'm so glad to have that here. It was a pain and a half to move it, but we did it. It's here. Had a couple other big desks and a big plant that I needed to put in the van because it would never fit in my car. And I'm sure you can imagine how proud that makes me feel as a plant owner to have grown a monstera so tall and so big that it doesn't fit in the car anymore. I feel very accomplished as a plant parent for that. So anyway, I've been doing a lot, and I told you in advance that I would be doing that, and I also told you in advance I would make a stream today and tomorrow for my birthday, which we'll talk about in a moment. But I made the same promise to my landlord. I told her, I don't want to do this after my birthday or on my birthday. I want to be done with this the day before at the latest. Originally, my final walkthrough was supposed to be yesterday, but I wasn't ready. I still needed to have a cleaner come in, and I did. She was there for 4 hours. I think she did a phenomenal job. She did so much work. I know what it looked like before, and she spent so much time scrubbing the grout lines, getting in the little nooks and crannies of the bathroom and the kitchen. She cleaned the entire oven, almost spotless, as spotless as it could be. And I walked in so confident this morning for my showing. Everything is pretty clean. Clean enough where I would expect naturally my landlord to hire her own cleaner, of course, just out of respect for the new tenant. When I moved in, she hired a cleaner, so I just kind of assumed she was going to take the liberty to do that again. And she is, but only because she's very unhappy with my cleaner's job, and she told me I should get my money back. And that made me very upset because I thought the cleaner did a phenomenal job at the things that she was supposed to clean. So I walked in expecting it to be a very positive energy, and it was not. My landlord was very upset, which was crazy to me because in retrospect, the house looked just as good as it did when I moved in. It was not perfect when I started living there, and I cleaned a few things just because when you move into a new place, you don't know who lived there before you, and it just feels good to clean it yourself just for peace of mind. So I'm gonna lose some of my security deposit so she can pay for her own cleaner, which I kind of was like, okay, whatever. But then she started talking about repainting the walls and almost saying it as if like that was gonna be such a big inconvenience, which I kind of was like, aren't you supposed to do that every single time a new tenant comes in regardless? That's your job. I looked it up on the internet. And it is typically a landlord's responsibility to repaint, especially if the occupancy has been longer than 2 years, which I lived there for 2 years exactly. So if she tries to charge me for the repainting for absolutely nothing more than normal wear and tear, and I even followed her rules of never drilling anything in the wall. I only used tiny little nails to hang everything, which was honestly very stressful. And there was a few things I told you guys. I'm so excited to buy a house because I've had a lot of ideas that I just wasn't able to execute because I was trying to be respectful. So when she started talking about the walls, I kind of was like, that's not my responsibility. That's your job. I'm not going to clean the walls because I figured you were going to paint them. Why would I sit and scrub the walls if you're going to paint them? What? So I just kind of was like, this feels bad. This feels not very nice. So I went home and I felt really sad. And on top of that, I had only gotten 1 hour of sleep. I stayed up until 8 in the morning, making sure that place looked as nice as possible, and also just getting absolutely everything out of the storage unit. I had a little basement room, got everything out of everywhere. It took me so long. It takes so long to make trips up and down and up and down. The cart can only hold so many things at once. My car can only hold so many things at once. So it was a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And it kind of feels like my landlord just wants to come and do absolutely nothing and then just have the new tenant come in, and I kind of was like, that's crazy and lazy. So I felt a little sad with how that all went over. I came home, immediately fell asleep because I only got to have an hour of sleep. And I woke up just feeling not great. I was really like, dang, I don't feel like I fully, had the closure that I was looking for with that location. The last time I moved out, I didn't even clean the oven. I didn't clean, a numerous list of things. And the guy was like, it's fine. I have a good lady. She's cheap. Don't worry. It'll be like $100 out of your deposit. And it was. That's how much I paid for my cleaning. So I was just like, I'm so excited to have a house and not deal with this anymore, ever. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of being a renter and having to deal with rules and stipulations that I try to follow to a T, and still not having to be up to par, not having to be good enough. It made me very sad. So yeah, it seems like landlords will always find a reason to keep some of your money, which I was hoping, because it wasn't a management company, it was just a person. Sorry, I dropped the cord. It would be even easier to come to an understanding, but I think I'm wrong. I think honestly sometimes a management big company is a little bit better for that kind of stuff because they're just a little more used to dealing with it, taking it on. My landlord probably feels like she's just one lady. And she's like, I don't want to do that work, but she has to. It's her job. Terry Hines? What the heck? Thank you for $100 donation. Is that because I just talked about the cleaning? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, regardless of what that was for. I really appreciate that. Have you looked up reviews on your landlord? I don't think she has reviews, but I did say to Rab, actually, that I wish that I could leave a review as a tenant, because it would maybe be not so positive. I think I would give her 3 out of 5 stars at the most as a landlord, because she tried to make herself seem really nice and understanding, but she's not, and that's okay, because I don't have to deal with it ever again. But yeah, that was a not very fun way to start my pre-birthday. However, this is exactly why I didn't want to do it tomorrow. Imagine starting my birthday with disappointment in me and my performance. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm glad that I did it today and I get to wake up fresh tomorrow and not have that be my problem anymore. No, you can't rate landlords usually, especially if they're just like a person. It's not really how it works. I was just joking. But long story short, moving has been very stressful. My entire living room is filled with stuff. I almost had the theme of the stream today be something more related to watching me rearrange, watching me organize. And then I just thought to myself, that's gonna be so chaotic. It's gonna be so difficult for me to try and maneuver around and be in the frame of the camera and make sure I'm close enough to the microphone where you can hear me. I just was like, this is easier. My set is all set. I've got some new plants. This one, I love this pothos. This started just little baby stems out of the pot, and the stems have grown so long, so full, so voluptuous in nature. And the leaves just keep getting bigger and bigger, and I love it. I have a couple plants now that have gotten to a point in their growth where I'm feeling impressed and very proud. And I can't wait to eventually show you guys. I'm actually working on, when I'm gonna rearrange in there, creating a stream setup in the living room as well as the one that's in here, specifically so you can see me at my jewelry bench and I can sit and work on stuff again, like the very, very old days of the stream. And I just think it'll be so pleasant and so fun to have a change of scenery every now and again. Don't you think? So I'm really looking forward to the future and the next steps of the journey. And I'm feeling like this was, just a good opportunity for me to hold a lot of gratitude for everything that I have, everything I decided to let go of. I got rid of a decent amount of things, and I have a few more things to get rid of. But yeah, I'm just feeling grateful to even have a house to move into. Why are all of these songs so short? The loops are so short. Hold on a sec. Let me see which one. Yeah, okay. Most of these, okay, this one is 2 hours. This one is called Coasting the Twilight. And all of these names are names that I created. I don't know what the song is actually called. It's probably Wake Up Good Morning Music to relax you or something like that. I did not find the missing necklace. I am so heartbroken. I was really feeling like I was gonna pull something and it was just gonna fall out, or it was just gonna be on the ground somewhere when I was moving. I don't see it yet. However, I have a couple bags that I just moved as is and I didn't go through them. I have like this big of hope remaining. Maybe it's somewhere. Maybe. But I'm also trying to be like, alright, I have my little replacement for now. And it is what it is. Life moves on, and so do we. Thanks for listening. That was my little rant and ramble as to what's been going on recently. I found a few things that I totally forgot people had sent me. One of which is a pop microphone cover that I need to be using, especially during my videos. And just like random other stuff. I came across my wig collection. I have 2 blue wigs, a blonde one, and one that I've never worn on the stream, but it's kind of like a reddish brown, and it's really cute, and I ought to wear it someday, just for fun. I have also received a few notifications. The place I'm living now has a little bit more like updated of a system of technology here. Red Boy, oh my gosh, thank you so much for 10 gifted. And also hello. Thank you so much. I think I saw you chat earlier, but I can't remember if I actually did, or I imagined that. But thank you for being here. How's Australia today? Also, we have a train going by. But anyway, the place that I'm at has a really nice package system that actually notifies me when I get a parcel into the secured room. So it's never gonna be a mystery whether or not my wish list items have arrived or not. I get notified now directly, and it is so nice. I can see how many packages I have waiting in the room, and just kind of prepare myself for how much I need to grab. It's awesome. I've been enjoying my time in this new place so far. And I'm hoping it will only be better the more settled in I get. But I'm not gonna get too settled because I've gotta remind myself I'm about to do all of this again in a good way, in a positive way, because I'll be moving into my own home next time. Does it work with getting food delivered too? I don't think so. It's specifically a package closet. However, unlike my old place, I can see the front door out of my window. Kind of like my first apartment. I could see the street and the front door from my window, so I could see the deliveries coming. And this is the same way. So I can always just be on the lookout. Also, I've been desperately needing to redo these, but are you impressed that I moved an entire 2-bedroom condo without breaking a nail, because I am very impressed with myself. I'm so proud of not having any broken nails. It was a random little like mental challenge for me and me alone. But you know, I just was like, let's see if I can keep these long nails intact, with also the added instability of the product being like a full centimeter off of my nail. And I did it. And tonight, I'm so excited because I'm gonna do birthday nails. I'm gonna do some gold sparkles, like the first time that I put them on. I'm not sure what exactly I'm thinking, if I'm just gonna do like a cute gold little accent on the pink, or if I'll do my French tips. But I'm gonna do some birthday nails, and I can't wait to show you tomorrow. I wanted to get everything out of the way early this morning so I could spend all day today after the stream. I prioritized the stream as the first thing to do when I woke up. But after this, I'm probably gonna be rearranging and organizing, because I'm having my family over for a little birthday celebration tomorrow. You may remember last year, I'm not really sure why I did this, but I spent my birthday pretty much all by myself. Just like didn't want to be around anyone. I didn't want to deal with my birthday around anyone else. I did a stream, we hung out, but I didn't really do much else. I didn't see any of my family. I only allowed one friend to see me, and it was because she like insisted on taking me out to dinner. But then right after dinner, we parted ways, and I spent the rest of the night alone. And I'm not sure why I wanted to do that. I just felt the need. But this year, I was like, I want you guys to be here. I want to be around all of my loved ones for my birthday. My closest loved ones, of course. Not everyone can make it, but yeah, I'm having them over tomorrow. And I don't remember why I started saying this. Basically, oh yeah, I'm gonna be rearranging, so if and when they decide they wanna hang out in here, it's not gonna be crazy, and there's not gonna be just nowhere to sit because there's stuff on everything. Hi, I wanted to ask if you're older than your sister. I am not. I am not. Am I okay? I am the oldest, and I don't know what that was. I said the opposite of what I meant to say. Yes, I am older. I don't know what just happened there. Let's try that again. Hi, Cherie Lorraine. I wanted to ask, are you older than your sister? Happy birthday, by the way. Yes, I am. I am older than both of my sisters. I am the oldest. Thank you for asking. Oh boy. My brain is tired. I'm tired. But I'm just trying to be like, it's over. It doesn't feel like it's over because I've obviously got a very disappointed landlord, and I think until everything is finished and cleaned, I won't feel good. Until I get whatever deposit I'm gonna get back. I'm not gonna feel fully like I'm done with that chapter yet. But man, thinking about not having to think about moving for almost a full another year, that's nice. I can get nice and cozy in the winter, all nestled in. I'm so excited to decorate, and this place has absolutely no stipulations on hanging things up. I've already mounted a TV in there. I'm gonna be hanging paintings and art all around. I'm gonna be making this place the home that I always wanted to make the last place, even if I'm only gonna be here for a little less than a year, because you know what? If I'm paying any money per month for rent, and if I'm gonna follow all the rules and still lose some of my deposit, I'm at a point where I just want my place to be mine. I just want it to feel good for me. And if that means I lose some of my deposit, so be it. I once saw someone say a security deposit is your personality fee for whatever you decide to do to decorate. I thought that was kind of funny. Because for people like me who love to decorate and hang things, have plants all over, that's kind of what it feels like. Slam, thank you for the little tip. 567. What was the thinking behind that? Heck yes, I've been renting for like 15 years in different places, and I'm completely on team put holes in the wall. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously I'm not gonna like do any demolition or renovation, but it's like, I know for a fact it's very easy. I have done it before, to spackle drywall and then paint over it. That should be standard procedure for every turnover between tenants. Filling the holes, putting some paint. Who cares if the hole is microscopic or like this big? If you can fill it with the spackle and the plaster, what the heck? You're never spackling again. What happened? I always assume I'm going to lose the deposit, so anything I get back is a win. That's usually how I think about it too. And the sun is like hitting me right now. This place, I definitely felt like that. As I was moving out, I just kind of was like, whatever I get back will be great. But then I put a lot of effort in trying to make the most deposit come back to me. And now I'm like, I don't know how much is actually going to come back. But I kind of forgot that I put down a $500 cat deposit. And I think that will come back to me. Because my cats didn't damage absolutely anything. Like nothing at all. So, I should be getting something. And it will feel nice. Because obviously this place required a deposit as well. And I'm paying my rent every month, so having some money back will always be appreciated. See, but part of being a smart renter, and if you're gonna drill holes, is buying the proper equipment. There's tons of stud finders that also have an ability to tell you if there's electrical behind the wall. That's what mine does. You know what I mean? Like, there's tools in place for people to be able to do things smartly. You definitely look better without bangs, but it's a look. I disagree. Every time I get my bangs, I feel like myself again. I feel like I'm always supposed to look like this. You know? Your security deposit is to cover for dumb renters that don't do that, in my opinion. Wait, what do you mean? Also, I'm gonna shut the window a little bit. It's getting too sunny in here. Just a little bit. I don't want it to get overexposed. Oh, My Dr. Pep? My diet Dr. Pep? It's not diet. I hate diet. I don't know why. I've just never liked diet. Kiki, she's sleeping. She's so sleepy. And you can't see her, but Vivi is right over here. I temporarily we have a huge beanbag, and I temporarily put it in the corner over here on top of a piece of my couch, so it's a little like elevated. And ever since I put it there, Miss Vivian has been laying on this beanbag. It's so cute. Let me take a photo. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's twitching. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, she just curled up. She just gets even cuter and cuter. Okay. So, as you can see, the beanbag is in the corner. Okay, watch. She starts so cute. And then she starts curling up. Oh my god. Her and Kiwi have been bonding. Kiwi was giving her a bath this morning. Sam, happy 3 months, welcome back. Kiwi was giving her a bath this morning. She was licking her and just like being a very motherly archetype, you know? Kiwi is such a mom. She cleans after everyone in the litter box. She constantly chaperones Mr. Man and just like makes sure that he's good and okay. And ever since the little baby has been brought into the family, at first there was naturally some resistance. She was very jealous. Very, very jealous. And I think it was partially because it's a girl. There's never been any other girl cats around Kiwi. I only had boy cats with my roommates in Hawaii. Everyone that I ever lived with had boy cats, never another girl. She's actually lived with a girl when I was with my parents when I came back from Hawaii, but they didn't like each other. She doesn't like other girl cats typically because she gets jealous. So, we got Vivian in March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months later, half a year it's taken her to warm up. But today, I caught Kiwi giving her a bath, and normally as soon as she starts licking Vivi will like hit her in the face. And of course she gets upset, and then she doesn't want to groom her anymore. She's not very persistent. But instead of getting upset, instead of getting mad and like swatting her away and being like, ew, don't touch me, she just closed her eyes and just kind of like enjoyed it. It was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. It's happening before my very eyes. So that was a positive thing today. Things are looking up within my little household family. Things are going well for the cats and I, but yeah, that other place, I don't know. It really made me sad for a bit this morning. Are Vivi's eyes okay? They are getting a lot better. Let me see if I have a photo of her to show you. Oh my goodness, my nose is so stuffy. You know why too? I think I may have discovered an allergy of mine. Wait, look at this photo of her on the beanbag. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? I just can't. I just can't. She's just too cute. Okay, well, I don't really have any photos of her super recently. Yeah, not recently enough. But her eyes are looking a lot better. A lot better than they were before. Here is a glimpse into how messy everything is right now, but Kiwi's just making the best of it. Did you know that cats get really stressed in a messy environment? So part of why I'm prioritizing organizing now is because I don't want them to be stressed. But look at how diva. What a diva. I love her so much. I love her. I love them all. They're so sweet. Big floof, indeed. She looks so cute right now. They both have their head like buried in. So sweet. That is so true. If they make it messy, it's fine. But as soon as it's my mess, it's a problem. It's a stressor. Who cares if they stress me out with their mess? Doesn't matter. Only when it's mine. But I get it, you know? If I make a mess, I'm not as stressed out about it as if someone else makes a mess that I didn't make. I don't know. There's something about your own BS that, you know, is just like a little easier to deal with usually. You know? Why is that? Why is it that, in my opinion, it will always be easier to clean up after myself than that of other people? I don't know why, but it is their house after all. Everyone else is just tenants. True. These are my true landlords. So true. Spackling and sanding is easy. It is easy enough, you know. But again, all I hear in my mind when I think about the rules is, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to take time to spackle after every tenant. Which makes sense considering she offered a move-in date of the 27th and my lease ends the 30th? I was like, yeah, no wonder you don't want to do anything between tenants. You have no time. You're not leaving any time. I don't know if I would ever want to be a landlord. I just want my own house. Wait, Michael, why are you never gonna spackle again? Also, there's something I received that I think I know what it is from the wish list, and I really want to test it out. I might go grab it in a second and open it. It's this little remote that I can plug into the camera, and I'm pretty sure I can zoom in and zoom out with it. That's cool. A little remote, a little toggle switch. And it can take photos from like across the room. Oh, no interesting story. Boo. Who needs the new iPhone? You got a little remote. Exactly, and it was like 1/100th of the price. It was still, don't get me wrong, expensive considering what it is. It's a cord with a tiny housing of like a micro soldered chips to do the remote setting. It was like $80, I think. I can't remember how much the cord was, but it's the official Sony one, which apparently is, you know, the best way to buy most of that kind of equipment. Lenses, okay, you can get a Sigma. Every time I say that out of context, I just laugh. Sigma culture is so funny to me, but you can get a Sigma lens. Those are awesome. Off-market accessories, little more iffy, little more risk of completely damaging your gear and not being able to use any sort of warranty or, you know, liability of the company because you used an aftermarket thing. So I put the official one on the wish list, and I'm pretty sure it's here because the box is really small and I felt like it would make sense. So I wanted to try that out, but I was just like, I don't have time to set it up. I was scarfing some pasta down right before I started. Look at you, she's so cute. But now I'm curious. I love the idea of being able to zoom in and out quickly with a little remote. I want to gift you a Meta Quest 3S for your birthday. What is that? Meta Quest 3S. Also, if you hear stuff happening out there, maintenance is supposed to come today. I think they might be here because isn't life just so funny in this way? My other building put out a notification, which is part of why I decided not to renew my lease, apart from all the safety reasons. The price was a lot better, but they announced, like, right before the last month of me being there, that they were about to start a 3-year-long construction project to do all the carpets, redo all the walls, like tons of building maintenance. And I was like, that sounds like it's gonna be loud as heck. I don't think that's gonna be good for me. So I was like, I'm not gonna be staying for that. However, it's funny and ironic because right after I got back from my Atlanta Blue Ridge Mountain trip, I came and I looked at the ceiling and I was like, I think there's a pipe leaking in the ceiling. There was like a black stain, not black, it was brown, a brown stain, like water damage. You can tell when there's water damage. And I was just like, I don't remember that being there before I left for my trip. So maintenance is coming. They've already sprayed some of the water damage with this like sealant stuff, and they already stopped the leak, so that's good. But they are coming again to like check on it, make sure they don't need to do another coat of sealant. There's also one spot that they missed, so they're just gonna be like doing stuff in there, and it's really crazy and messy. So if you hear things falling and toppling down, you and I both are just gonna be like, I didn't hear that, because that means I'm gonna have to go clean something up. So we're gonna hope for the best. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. I was like, okay, I want to avoid construction or just like any potential issues. When I was in the process of moving, I got multiple emails from the Homeowners Association at that place. The water is getting shut off. The elevator is broken. We need to repair it. Like, a lot of stuff goes wrong in that building. The power constantly goes out. Like, I don't know why, but they constantly are having problems. And so I just was like, I want to go somewhere that's a little bit more consistent. And then, of course, there's a leak in the ceiling. You can never win. And I feel like I should take this with a grain of salt, because I saw someone in the comments say when I was talking about being excited about my house that the only difference is that they have to pay for everything and are the only one responsible. And I will say, there's a part of me that's like, I'm gonna be so excited, I'm gonna be putting all this time and money and effort into buying a house, and then watch something happen. A pipe burst, you know, unforeseeable damage that was not there when I bought the house, and then something goes wrong. The main thing I'm gonna invest in, I've already told myself, whenever I'm officially looking and in the market, I'm gonna get a really good inspection, the best inspection possible, because I feel like you have to do that when you buy a house. You have to pay for a thorough inspection. Get a home warranty. Yeah. See, I will say, I love fixing things. So there is a part of me that's like, I'm kind of excited to be the one that has the right to like go take a look. Because whenever anything happens here, I have to just trust that the maintenance people are doing the right thing and not gonna make it worse. So I don't know. There is a part of being able to be fully in control of how everything is going. You say that now. Like I said, I would even get multiple inspections. Our inspector missed so many things, like an expensive water. I think he meant leak. Water leak. Which I get that. First rain, my buddy's basement flooded. Fully agree on a home inspection. A homeowner near me closed on a house and had a home inspection on a new build. They caught 50 things, a lot of mold issues. Do you know what I've been hearing lately? Mold is apparently a huge problem in new builds. Specifically, it's of course a huge problem in older homes as well, but in new builds, there's tons of mold issues because they're trying to get them up so fast. There's like no time for sometimes the wood to dry out. You know, things happen and it's not weather sealed or proofed, and they just keep building on top of it and like insulate the mold in, and then it just festers and grows so quickly because it's like trapped and moist. And yeah, I don't want a new build. I want nothing to do with the new build, which I'm sure you guys can guess is mainly because I want a home with a lot of character. But that comes with its own quirks and pricey fixes, you know? Red Boy! Coming back with another 10 gifted. Thank you so much. I don't know if you told me how Australia is today, and if you did, I didn't see it. But I'm always so curious about Australia. I always have been. Ever since Finding Nemo came out, I've always been like, I want to go to P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way. P. Sherman is the person's name, but I want to go to Wallaby Way, Sydney. Aww. My mom just texted our family group chat and said, I can't wait to celebrate you tomorrow. That's so nice. So sweet. Peabody and Sherman. He's on a trip? Where are you? Where are you? What? How did the trip up north to see the cabin go? Fully agree with what you said about new builds. Like, the fact that that happens, I'm not proud to say this, but I feel like I grew up in a house with mold, And we didn't realize that until it was like glaringly apparent that there was mold. And now it's like they're not dealing with it and it's getting worse. And every time I go there, I feel like I need to like wear a mask. Not really, but a kinda. A little bit. And because of that, I feel like I have PTSD of like mold and just inhabiting a place that's full of mold and breathing in mold every day. I don't want to do that. Happy birthday, another year older. You're the best. Thank you. I'm sure for some of you it actually is my birthday right now. The clock has stricken midnight for some of you, which I just realized something. I was technically born on the 26th in Europe because I was born at 7 p.m. California time, 9 p.m. Midwestern time, which is well into the 26th for most people in Asia and in Europe. I have a different birthday in Europe. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's real weird. How have I never made that epiphany before? How does that still, like, what do I do with this information? What do I do? I have 2 birthdays. I was born on the 25th and the 26th. What does that mean for me? I don't know what to say. I'm like, oh my gosh. How do you guys know what time you were born? It's on your birth certificate typically. I have always known what time I was born because both of my parents, my dad specifically, would always be like, until it's 9 p.m. technically you haven't turned a year older yet. Like, he's like very strict with his thought process on the age revolving. My birthday is on the 25th-ish. Wait, hold on. When I lived in China, I was technically born on 2/1, not 1/31. That's what I'm saying. Wait, does that mean I should have been celebrating my golden birthday again last year? Are you telling me I missed out on an opportunity to have 2 golden birthdays? I should have flown to Europe. I should have flown to Europe and had my golden birthday on my 26th on the 26th. I could have had 2 golden birthdays in a row. Stupid. Just kidding. What the heck? I don't know why this is like, it's almost tripping me out as much as when I think about the fact that I'm turning 27, which really means I'm completing my 27th year of life and I'm starting onto the 28th. I've almost been alive for 27 full years. And I'm about to start my 28th. It marks the completion of your 27th, not the beginning. That always trips me out. Always. You know? Because it's not like when you're born, the first year you turn 1 because you are 1 day old, or it's you turn 1 because it's your first year completed. You've gotten 1 year. And obviously my whole life I just was like, I'm 27, yay. I'm turning 27, starting 27, but I'm not. I'm completing it. I'm finishing 27 years, and I'm starting the 28th. I turned 30 last month. Time is flying. I can give an advice to teenagers. Enjoy your 20s. Have fun only. Work comes later in your 30s. In this economy, I wish I started my real work when I turned 30. Alas. Most people have multiple jobs by the time they're like 22 now. Isn't that sad? I can't even laugh because it really is so messed up. Michael said, I'm ready to retire. For real. My birthday was Saturday, the 20th. I have completed a few orbits. I bet. Starting work in your 30s means old you is going to suffer. So true. What if you didn't work in your 20s but also didn't have any fun? Ooh. Why is that so relatable? Like, what if I was unemployed and also depressed? Well, that's pretty realistic. And I guess I would say to that, it's time to start having some fun at the very least. The work can wait, but you should start having fun. That's what we're here for. I saw this video of this girl, also, hello, happy 2 months. Happy pre-birthday, wait, what does it say? Happy pre-birthday, 27 rocks. Now that I'm 34, I really miss my 20s. Have a blessing year. Thank you. I am trying to make the most of my last 2 years as a 20-year-old. 3 years, technically. Three years. But not really, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be 29, but I'll be on my 30th year. But I won't get to be 30 until I complete it. But I feel 27 now, you know? It's so weird. It's so strange. I'm gonna break my brain if I keep talking about this, so we're gonna transition. And I'm gonna talk while I play a tuning fork for you. I'm actually gonna gently remove this. You just made everyone in the chat 1 year older due to realization. I'm sorry. Were you gonna go get the remote? I was. And now I'm feeling like I don't want to get up. But I probably will grab it eventually. I planned on being here for at least like 2 or 3 hours today. So we've got some time. Okay, also let me just tell you why I didn't grab it the first time. My main concern is the cord that I'm using to plug the camera into the computer through the capture card is going to use the same port as the remote. I don't think that has to be the case. It can work in the, what is it? It's like a micro USB or something port, but I just was worried I was going to have to unplug the camera from the computer in order for it to work. And I obviously don't want to do that, so. You're turning 26 tomorrow. Wait, we have the same birthday. Oh my gosh. unless you're in Europe. But technically then we still have the same birthday. Sometimes my neighbors will drop something or something will fall and I do genuinely get concerned. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Eric Angus. Okay, well, just for fun, if you don't mind, how old is everyone? How old is everyone right this second? And if you want to, we could do your age and your birthday month. It doesn't have to be the specific day. But how old are you? When were you born? Any other September 25th? Anyone else with the same birthday as me? I love having a birthday, like, family. Okay, let's see. 41, 31, turning 32 in November. Whoa. I turn 49 tomorrow, starting my 50th year. Same birthday. I love that. 41, 52, 20, 33. Why are you crying? I love 33. I think that's such a good age, and I'm excited to be 33, actually. 23. I always forget how young you are, Piers. One of my colleagues gave me 28, but I'm a lot older. Hey, that's a compliment. 34. Michael said 55. I knew it. I knew something was off. 53. Turned 30 last month. Currently 23. 37 in July. YouTube chat says 23, 40, 27, 36 in September, 27, 23 in July, 24, 22, 32, 26, 27, but I feel like I'm 22. I think COVID did that to a lot of people. 27 July, happy late birthday. 24 on the 2nd of March, 33, 24, 44, 7 June. Okay. I mean, like, 7. That doesn't seem right. Why are you here? That would be crazy. 33 in April, holy cannoli. I feel like I'm 499 anthrax years. What does that even mean? 35, 23, 2 of May, 35 in October. Just turned 29 last week. Happy belated. 41 and 4 days. Ooh, happy belated birthday to you too. December 12th, I'm 25, 23, 25, 77, said Gabriel. February, I'm 43, 20, 26, born in January. Can you say hi to Caden for me? Hi. You are Caden, so I'll just say hi to you. But hi. Late 20s is a nice age. You're still pretty young, but you also got a lot of life experience. I am more excited for my 27th birthday than I think I have been for most birthdays in my life, for that exact reason. I feel like every year I just get to know myself more and more. November said Ruby Red. 20. I was born the year Richard Nixon resigned as president, okay? I don't know what that year was off the top of my head. I'm nearly 1.2 million seconds old. Wow. 97 July. So July of 1997, or you're 97? That'd be awesome if there was a 97-year-old in the chat right now. 35, 34, I mean. Did you forget your own age? Hello? What the heck? The music just glitched out for me. Did that happen for you guys too? What the heck? 23, 22, 19, 27 in June, 24, October 13th. Was anyone born on 11/11 or 7/7? Any 11/11s? I've always been so jealous of that birthday. Your mom was born on 11/11. I love that. Is anyone celebrating their golden birthday this year? I was born 29/92. That's pretty satisfying. 7/11, that's good. You were born on 4/4 and your father was 11/11. I love that. A golden birthday is when you turn the same age as the day of your birthday. So anyone over 31 is shit out of luck, but anyone under that, it might be your golden birthday this year, depending on what day you were born. I always feel bad for people whose birthday is on like the 1st or the 2nd. You're not gonna remember your golden birthday. Your birthday is also tomorrow. I love that. Okay, hold on. Shifting focus to a different question. What is your Chinese zodiac? And in particular, regardless of which one of the 12, is there 12? I can't remember how many there are. And again, Chinese zodiac, not normal zodiac like Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, etc. I'm talking the ram, the monkey, isn't there like the rabbit, the horse, the dragon? I wanted to know even more specifically, what type are you? There's 5, I believe. Water, earth, wood, fire, and maybe it's just 4. I think there's 5 though. I am a earth tiger. That's mine. And I've always been like, that fits me. I'm an earth giant cat. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, how do you find the element? It cycles with the years, so you would just need to look at a chart and then find your birth year and it'll tell you. So it cycles, obviously, in general, the zodiac with every 12 years, but then every cycling of the 12 years has its own element attached, and that every 5 cycles will change. A metal horse. Oh yeah, the other one was metal. Wait, plastic. Plastic badger. Well, that's just all sorts of incorrect. I think you looked on the wrong website. A wood rat. Okay, now I'm curious. Do you agree with your character description? Let me see the earth tiger characteristics. I'll read them to you and you tell me if you agree. Here we go. I'm going on Tiger Universe because it feels like the perfect bias for this. Of course I want to go to the Tiger Universe to learn about the Earth Tiger. Chinese astrology answers many questions about the character and personality of people. According to this science, I love that they call it science, our behavior depends directly on the influence of sacred animals. The earth tiger is one of them. This mysterious creature belongs to Chinese folklore for many reasons. Even if the explanations of its existence may seem complex at first sight, they are much simpler than you think. What the heck? Okay. Among the 60 animals that make up the Chinese calendar, 60 different animals, the earth tiger occupies a central place. But how come? The earth tiger owes its tremendous reputation to the nature of its element and the popularity of the animal among the people. First of all, the earth is part of the 5 elements of the Chinese culture, just like fire, water, wood, and metal. For the Chinese, the universe is formed and interacts with man through these 5 elements. The foundation of any construction and any building is the earth. Wow, it's only if you were born in 1938 or 1998. So the cycling, hold on, 60 years it takes for these animals to cycle. Or am I doing my math wrong? Yeah, no, 60 years. That's crazy. What does it mean to be an earth tiger? First things first, let's define what it means to be an earth tiger. In Chinese astrology, we already know this, you have your element, but also you have a yin or a yang attribute. Tigers are a yang sign, which means that they are associated with active, outgoing energy. Earth tigers in particular are known for their practicality, stability, and determination. The earth tiger has a tremendous influence on the character of people. They are not afraid to face the unexpected and the difficulties of life. Thanks to their unfailing strength of character, they are so resistant in the face of adversity. Why do I feel like they meant resilient? Anyway, on top of that, they do everything that they can to reach their ultimate dream. Independence. After everything I said today, I just think that's a little ironic. They do everything they can to reach their ultimate dream, independence, because not needing anyone is a luxury and even a priority for the earth tigers. That's why I love having my own business. These people have a character and a philosophy of life that is very solitary. I've definitely experienced that. It is more than essential for them to be able to work without needing anyone's help. Yep. Whether it's at work or in a more private setting, loyalty is inseparable from the personality of these tigers. When they swear allegiance, they cannot cheat on their friends or spouses, and even if it happens, a great uneasiness will immediately settle into their daily life. So true. I wouldn't necessarily always call myself a rule follower, because I think not all rules are like justifiably for the people that they are imposed on, but I would say I am a loyalty follower to a T and a moral follower to a T. My moral compass does not allow me to do bad things without extreme guilt about them. Finally, these people are endowed with great ambition and the ability to take a step back on the situation. They know how to think through all of the options before taking crucial action. Earth tigers will always achieve their goals with patience, no matter how crazy. Now, this is where it gets kind of silly, because Libras, my other zodiac, are known for being very indecisive and having a very hard time making decisions. So I feel like I get a little bit of both. I'm really good, as it said, at analyzing all of the options that are available for whatever choice I may make. Very practical, very, stable in my mindset of what I'm looking to accomplish. However, when there's a lot of good, viable options, I cannot choose one for the life of me. I get so indecisive, and that feels like a Libra thing. Because the way they're talking about the Earth Tiger is like nothing's gonna stand in its way. So I think it's kind of funny. There's always a mix of everything. Beautiful. She's like, anyway. Oh, wow. Not for free, Kiwi. Put your dogs away. She is just so glamorous, though. She's such a diva. We love you. You're gorgeous. Poor long fur. She gets so many hairballs. I feel so bad for her, but what am I supposed to do? What can I do? Does anyone else want to hear about their Chinese zodiac? Part of me wishes I had just like a little short summary of all of them, but 60 is kind of a lot. Fire ox, fire dog, the metal snake. What site were you on? I was on Tiger Universe, which again, I'm like, what if it's only the tigers on here? It also had a lot of ads, so I might not do that again. I'm gonna go to the China Journey. I like the way this site looks, except again, it has so many pop-up ads. But look, you can kind of like, oh, I thought these were buttons. Never mind, I'm silly. All of these websites have tons of ads. Okay, so on the China Journey, you can see your calculator, but then there's also all of the animals here. Someone said metal snake, is that correct? Wow, it goes really in depth. This is crazy. Okay, hold on, metal. I hate myself for this, but I'm just gonna start reading the AI overview. Did you know? Let me show you something really quick. If you Google something and then you type in -AI, watch this. No more AI. So if you don't want to to always have an AI thing pop up for you, type in -AI, and then it won't pop up anymore. You're welcome. It's not involuntary, like we all just assumed. Just type in -AI, and then there's no more AI. Isn't that nice? I forgot to tell you guys about that because I was complaining about it the other day, about how awful AI is economically, and also not economically, ecosystem. What is the word? Environmentally speaking, AI is the worst thing we've done thus far. So here's your ability to not have to support it. Pretty nice. My work specifically tells us not to use AI. It's unreliable. I concur. It's very unreliable. So, the first ones that came up were lingoace.com and the China Journey again. I'm gonna go to lingoace. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, this one looks a lot easier to read. Here is the Metal Snake, 2001. The year 2001 is associated with the snake and the metal element, Shi Jin. Shi is for snake, Jin is for metal. This combination produces intelligent, determined, and charming individuals with a strong sense of discipline. Metal snakes are known for their strategic minds and calm demeanor. They excel in navigating challenges and achieving their goals with their sharp minds and strategic approach. Your lucky numbers are 2, 8, and 9. You should avoid 1, 6, and 7, as these numbers may lead to challenges or misfortune. Well, now I need to look at the Earth Tiger on here. Earth Tiger -AI. What the heck? None of these results are consistent websites. I just want one website with all of them. Metal Gear? Snake? Wait, but I love 6, 7. Aw. Too bad. It's your bad luck. Earth. Tiger. What was the website I was just on? lingoace. What the heck? So strange. Okay, here we go. I wanted to know my lucky numbers. My lucky numbers are 1 and 3. My lucky colors are blue, gray, and orange. Interesting. Blue is associated with calmness, trust, and reliability. Gray symbolizes sophistication, neutrality, and balance. Orange represents enthusiasm, creativity, and success. I don't know why, but it has nothing about the earth sign on here. This is very frustrating to me that it's not all consistent. It didn't say any unlucky numbers. That's why I'm like, Has there been a thumbnail for this stream? It should be updated manually. I did it. Oh, sorry. I did it before I even started. It's incredibly hard not getting sleepy by hearing your voice. Good thing this is an ASMR stream and it's meant to put you to sleep. Good thing I'm not gonna get offended if you fall asleep. I am an ox personality. Diligent, dependable, strong, determined. Lucky numbers 1, 4. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Rabbit Head. How are you? March 16th. Someone said their birthday is. No, you're good. Yeah. I've been doing something lately where I've been updating them before the stream starts. We could still take a little screenshot photo. Here, Mark. Just for you. Ready? Here, wait. Let me get my hair nice and cute. Look at all these layers. Look at how nice. Alright. Ready? Kiwi! Hold on. She's looking at me so like okay. This is my last day as a 26-year-old. I can't even believe that. A Gemini water monkey is quick-witted, charismatic, and sociable, with a strong curiosity and adaptability, often acting as a lively social leader or an entrepreneur. I'm pretty sure monkeys and tigers are very compatible, or maybe they're not. I can't remember. But that sounds like perfect friend for me. Gemini and Libra are very compatible. I don't know about the monkey and the tiger, but like everything you just described, I'm like, those are the people I love to be around the most. Spunky, enthusiastic, bringing the good vibes. I love being around high energy people, even if it comes out a little neurodivergently. I love that. I like being around people that can find spirit and positivity within themselves, no matter what's happening. I need that in my life. And I try to be that person for other people, but I've got to say, some of the practicality of my brain causes me to be a bit like cynical about things because I'm like, that's not realistic. And I try to be more optimistic than realistic or pessimistic because you know what? Sometimes optimism is the only thing that is making a difference between you seeing the potential and then getting to the end result you want, or not doing that. It's because you were optimistic about it. You didn't say it was going to fail before you even tried, so you don't believe in the no-win scenario. I don't know, yeah, lose in life. I kind of don't believe in that, I think. It's true. Hi, can you do the neck hurt ASMR? I'm sorry to say, I have no idea what you're talking about. Somebody had the water pig. The water pig has a heart of gold and will earn a great deal of respect from others for their sincere, kind nature. They are always extremely generous and loyal to others, and will always try to remain in people's good books when possible, without getting to the point of being annoying. The water pig will always try their hardest to please others, but some people will take advantage of this. They love outdoor activities like camping and fishing, and love to go to parties and social gatherings. That also sounds like someone I would love to be around. The earth horse, reliable, grounded, steady, optimistic, generous, cautious and indecisive due to thoughtful nature, warm-hearted, cheerful nature, but may show impatience or resistance to control. That sounds very horse-like. Maybe also there's something about the earth element that causes anyone within that material to be a little like hyper independent, because mine said the same thing. I'm sorry if you've been asked this before. You guys, stop everything. Stop. We have a new lookalike entering the chat, and I have no idea who it is, and I'm about to Google her. Have you ever gotten mistaken for Sarah Romer? No. We have a list of lookalikes, but she's not on it. Okay, that's a new one. What do you guys think? I can't really see. I don't see it. But maybe you do. Like, we have the same hair color and the same eyes. Get over here. Get over here. Come lay with me. Come here. We're blessed. We are blessed. Come here. Oh, you're gonna cuddle with Kiwi? Okay, that's fine. Hello, baby. He's making biscuits. Oh, he's so happy to be here. Oh, mister, it's been so long since you came to see us on the stream. I never push him to be here, but whenever he comes by himself, I get so... mister. We love you, buddy. We love you. Hold on, let me mute you for a sec. I'll turn it down over here so it's not so abrupt. We're gonna get his purring. You're so good. No. Does it get any cuter? Does it? I don't think so. Kiwi is never going to purr for the stream. She has once, remember the day I recorded? Come here. Come here, little one. Oh. Look, who else is here? Hello. Show them your eyes. Look how much better. Look, that's so much better. Come here. Come lay with us. She might not, but she might. Oh, little sweet girl. Alright, let me put you back on the tripod. But hold on, one more round of purrs. You're so good. You're so good. That's so nice. Oh, thank you, mister. You're so good. He's so sweet. Alright, let me turn this down. Yay. I just feel so lucky. I feel so lucky to have these little babies. They're so sweet. You hella baddie. Oh, thank you. I don't get compliments that much in that nature on the stream. But you know what? Thank you. Oh, that's nice of you, Gabriel. Thank you very much for gifting Mario a sub. As soon as I read that baddie comment, it disappeared. I don't know if that was the mods or what happened there, but I thought it was funny. You want more? I mean, if you want to come in here being like, she was a fairy, yeah, I won't hate it. I put on my wish list for my birthday a few different fairy, like, crowns. I'm excited. Yes, the Patrick. You guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's relaxing. He's relaxing. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's so relaxed. I heard someone hypothesize that 4K videos are more likely to lead people into thinking they're AI. Thoughts? My thoughts are that it's very sad that creators are now having to think about the quality of their work being compared to AI, regardless of what that quality may be. And it's even sadder that so many people who have taken so much time and energy to create like good quality gear setups and like spent a ton of money to buy said gear. Not necessarily myself, but you know what I'm talking about. People who have gotten like really invested into cinematography and just having it be like, before AI, something that people were like, how did they do it? It's so good, it's so perfect and beautiful. It sucks that our artistry is now being subconsciously impacted by comparison or not wanting to be compared to AI. Those are my thoughts. I think it's sad. I think AI is sad. I think the fascination with AI is semi-natural. I think humans really enjoy perfectionism, but nothing about AI is perfect in my mind. And I think the fascination with it, to me, is nothing but a reflection of how little control people think and feel that they have in general, to the point where being able to control an AI generating model and have it make whatever they want, it feels very tempting to a lot of people. And I just think, I don't know, I just think that our fascination with it, in my mind, has a little deeper of a root cause that's maybe not so positive like they're trying to market it to be. Also, there's so much money going into AI, and we don't need that money to go to AI. We need it to go to everyone else and have like better health care. So anyway, me no likey AI. I saw the funniest video, and I love when I talk about little random things I see and someone in all caps is like, I saw that. I saw this video of a guy who pranked his dad by posting a fake wanted poster. He sent it to his dad. He made a fake wanted poster and he sent it, and then his dad is like, I didn't do it, like, that wasn't me. And then he's like, I don't know, they have a video of you. And he's like, they are framing me, it's IA or AI, whatever the fuck it's called. And I thought it was so funny. It's IA. I'm gonna start calling it IA now, out of sheer disrespect. It's so funny. They are framing me, it's IA or AI, whatever the fuck it's called. Yes. Yeah, it was I think it was his dad, maybe it was his uncle, but yes, he was African. I didn't feel like that mattered to the story, but in context, the way he was tonally saying what he was saying angrily, it made it that much more funny. And then he stopped answering his calls, and he's like, pick up your phone, why are you not answering? And I just thought it was so funny. But honestly, it really doesn't matter. The race or like the culture behind it in general, the prank is hilarious, and any average person would probably have the same reaction to their child or anyone being like, I don't know, they have a video of you doing the crime when you know you didn't. I would say the same thing. I'd be like, it's AI or IA, whatever the fuck it's called. So I'll get more into that later. Twig bot 4K. Have you seen any videos with the CEO of companies pushing AI development? Some straight up say AI will probably kill us, but until then, they want to milk all of the possible profit from it. How dense is that? That's corporate America, and just corporations in general. They're like, yeah, we know it's probably not going to be good for not only us, but the planet. Probably will have irrevocable damaging effects, but like, money. It's really not funny. I don't like to laugh because I'm laughing out of cope. I'm copium injecting. Mark, that is crazy. What is my favorite music artist or genre? I cannot pick a favorite ever. I have different moods, and I feel like everyone can relate to this. Don't get me wrong, there are certain genres that I gravitate more often to over others, but in general, I don't have a favorite because music scratches so many different itches for me. As someone who did competitive dance growing up, music was obviously very important in my life, and I got very like intimate, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Very intimate understanding of music as a dancer who had to listen to all the beats and the off beats. And then I went to art school and I studied music a little, so I have a hard time ever picking a favorite. I love certain like engineered EDM, house. I love house the most out of that EDM umbrella. However, you know I want to sing my heart out some days, so pop is fun, ballads, emotional like lyrics, I love that. R&B, I do a blues day every now and again, jazz with no words, just the instruments. Oh, if you give me 10 hours of a saxophone, I'll be happy. I'll be a happy lady. Yes, there's two kitties. They're both laying, sleeping. What about you guys? What is your favorite music genre? Henceforth, why I can never pick a favorite artist, and I never will, because there's too many. My favorite part about music is that people make it. I love music. I love art. Isadora Bliss, what do you think about Halsey? I have immense respect for most female artists, if not all. There's good and bad ones, but female artists that use their platform to speak up about things and like talk about life and just like some of the deeper subjects that some people would be a little bit more scared to broach in conversation. Lots of respect for that. So I really like Halsey because I think that she has continued to try to find ways to be really transparent in her music and talk about really, really deep topics that, you know, mean a lot to the people who are listening. Somebody I would like to do a little shout out of is Hayley Williamson from Paramore. Her latest album. Talk about social commentary. if you haven't listened to it, I would go take a listen to the lyrics. Yeah, Hayley Williams. I always say Williamson, I don't know why. I just like add a little extra to her name, but what she's doing in her new album. Whenever anything happens in the world, watch the artists. Anytime in history something crazy is happening, look at the artists. What are they expressing? What are they putting into their work? How are they using it as an outlet? Pay attention to artists right now. It's very important because they're talking about things. They're doing it poetically, but that's the point. You take my time away from the art world. I'm sorry. I always want to try and add to the art world. I don't want to take you away from it. I consider myself an artist through and through. That's been my number one defining characteristic as a human. If I have nothing else, I'm an artist. I know that for a fact. Yo, I gotta go. Please, let's all do a group dap. See you later, bro. You take my time away from anxiety. Oh, I love that. I love that. The one thing that sucks about being a creative is that you can lose time to consume the art from others who also create. That's true, but there was a day when I was 12 or 13 where I just had this realization: I'll never be able to listen to every single song ever created. And that disappointment sunk deep. I felt immediately what do you mean I'll never be able to complete the progress bar on listening to every song ever? What do you mean? What do you mean I'll never be able to hear all of them? But what Mark just said, everyone is missing out on something. And I would fair to say, if you don't take the time to create your own art, other people are missing out on it. So, if anything, you're kind of doing an equal exchange. You get to indulge in other people's work when you do have the time, but then you're investing time in order to make work for everyone else to enjoy. And maybe those people don't make music or do anything creative. So yeah, it's for them. That's very true. They said, even if we could, not everything would resonate with us in terms of hearing all music. But the fear of missing out holds many people captive. So true. Yes, the best kind of art is the stuff that you also enjoy making and indulging in once it's done. Sometimes my favorite art is made by people that don't consider themselves artists. So true. So true. I think everyone is an artist in some way or another. So to even say that felt wrong, but some people just really don't consider themselves an artist. However, they are. Everyone's an artist. Sorry. You can't escape it. You can't escape the creativity. It's in you, and it's gonna come out one way or another. What would you choose? Only being able to listen to the last 50 years of music, or only the next 50 years of music? I might have a controversial response to this, but I'm totally good with the last 50 years for the rest of my life. There's so many. Okay, I actually was just thinking about this the other day. When I go onto my Spotify, I never, ever, ever, ever look at what's new this week, just released. I go to my liked songs and I shuffle them, and I could listen to that for hours and hours and hours. I like having repetitive songs. Like, I could listen to a song on repeat, and I did all the time as a kid. Like, if it's a stim for me, I'm gonna keep playing it. So to think about losing all of my favorite tracks of my life, and like, you know, I'm sure I'll like some of the new stuff, but I like a lot more of the old stuff than I already do with most of the new stuff. So I feel like at this time I would pick the last 50 years, hands down. Hands down. I'm just such a little, like, familiarity person. I like what I like, and I know I like it. And I could totally get by with just listening to that forever. Thank you for asking, Mark. That was a great question. And it's interesting. It seems like a lot of people had a similar answer to me. And I guess we're all just nostalgic. Pre-Civil War era music was hella fresh. There's so much good music. So many good music. Okay, I will say I'd be really sad in the last 50 years of music, though, to, like, not have Bach or Beethoven or, like, any of the classic composers. Because, man, some of those pieces, like, even hundreds of years later, they hit. I feel them. Like, I used to play that for my dance students all the time. I would jam out to that song, to the Flight of the Bumblebee. So good. Are you still open to acting in TV or movies? Of course. I'm just open to life. What I don't want is to deal with the corrupt Hollywood. So I would love to work independently with, like, indie films. You know? I just want to work with good people. I want to work with good people and good artists who have good intentions, and they're not just trying to make money. I want to make art. If it makes money, that's great, but I want to make art first and foremost. What would attract you to a role? The nature of the environment that they were trying to create in the movie. For instance, if someone invited me to be able to act as an elf, and I got to act in a set of, like, an elven treehouse, or, like, whatever, sign me up. What do you mean I get to show up to set every day to get dressed up as an elf? I'm going every day. I don't care how early I have to wake up. I will fall asleep getting my hair and makeup done and open my eyes to be an elf, staring back at myself in the mirror. Like, I feel like, yeah, just like the story that's being created, the production, all of that would draw me to a role. However, I also think I could do great with something a little more serious and emotional. Like, I think I could do a really great fight scene. Like, I think I could fight and be angry. I have a very expressive, angry face. But I still feel like I'm smiling. But I would get into character. I don't know what's going on out there. All the cats are in here. So I think it might be the maintenance man. He's being really quiet retroactively. Or retrospectively speaking. I don't know what the correct grammar is for that. Have I studied acting? At my art school, I had a class in acting and improv. It was fun. But I haven't formally studied anything, really. I just practice in my videos. And it's just silly and fun. I've always done, just like skits with my sisters and my friends. All those people making like parody videos of doing a dance for your parents to get your friend to sleep over. I did that. We did routines. We did skits. I was always a very theatrical child. I gravitated a lot towards enthusiastic expression, whatever form that takes. And it's because I'm super neurodivergent. That's why. Because it feels a lot more comfortable for me to be like that than to be still and solemn and quiet. When did I get my first video camera? Olaf, how are you? I was just with someone from Norway whose whole family is from Norway, and I was like, do you know this name? And he didn't know. But to be fair, he's like 2 generations older than you. I got my first video camera. I think it was a video camera as well. I got like a point and shoot little tiny Canon. I think I was 9 or 8. Because I loved taking photos. I got my first DSLR 12? I was 12? I've always loved taking photos and videos, just documenting. My mom always had a video camera, like one of the old school ones when I was a kid. A VHS camera. So I feel like I was just kind of used to always being recorded. I know more old people than young ones. Hey, love that. JC, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna say something and it might make a little circle of people here feel uncomfortable, but I just feel like every once in a while I need to make a formal announcement because, you know, the nature of this job on the internet, it does different things to different people. I saw someone in the YouTube chat not too long ago make a confession that they have a crush on me and it's getting a little bit too far for them. Like it's like getting too much. And I just want to like just quietly remind you guys, the person that you think you have a crush on or you're like falling in love with is like one little sliver of me. I'm myself, that's true, but like I know I'm public on the internet right now. My personality is slightly curated for this setting. You don't really know me, and that's okay. But my point is, whatever your feelings are, they're not they're not probably as deep as they would be if, you know, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know me. So you're falling in love with like an idea, a concept, a persona, if you will. That's not all of who I am. I have very bad days, awful days, where I'm cranky and I'm mean. I'm not always like this. I would never try and be cranky and mean to you, but hey, it's definitely come out sometimes. I've gotten mad at the chat. But I don't know, I just want to like really remind you guys, like, there's a certain level of the crush where it's like, okay, that's fine, it's cool, but like, please try and, in the back of your mind, always remember, like, this isn't who she, like, really fully is. You know? It's just what I put on the internet. And that's never gonna be enough for you to get to know who I am actually as a person, so. I would actually prefer, instead of you developing a crush on me and falling in love with me or anything like that, that you just see me as a friend. Just try and see me as like a nice, kind person on the internet with no romantic affliction at all. It's okay that, like, you know, for a lot of people, a woman being kind and whatever kind of inherently develops the crush. It's fine, it's normalized, but like, if I'm being really honest, I think that that's actually not healthy, and I'm trying to actually normalize this level of like human connection not having anything to do with romance, because I think we need more of that in these spaces. We need more just like human to human connection, love, affection, but without it being romantic, let alone sexual in nature. I'm not even gonna go there. But it would mean a lot to me if you could do some work inside of yourself and just kind of like dismantle the romantic piece and still build the, you know, human to human admiration and connection. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to connect with you guys. That's what I've been doing this entire time. For years. It's almost been 4 years. And I told you time and time again, the only reason I started doing the stream was to talk to people, to connect with the world, all over the world. It's all I ever wanted. But I certainly didn't want a consequent, like, reality of that to be that a bunch of people are thinking that they know me and that they're in love with me. You don't know me. You're not in love with me. You're in love with the persona and an idea of who you think I am. And the sooner that you can, like, transition those feelings into just a normal friendship level of love, the better it will be, not only for me as the creator, but also just for you as the person who experiences this content. It'll be a lot easier to, like, you know, feel like you're getting what you need out of it without any sort of attachment. I would prefer that. I think you would prefer that too, realistically, because it will open up your emotional space for somebody who's actually in your life, presently, in person. You know what I mean? All love. No hate. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but I've gotta say, I can only hear it so many times without feeling like I need to remind you guys, you're not in love with me, you don't know me. And that's okay. That's actually preferred. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to come relax. I want you to come hang out. I want us to vibe. I want us to chat about life. There's constantly a numerous list of things, long list of things to talk about that have nothing to do with romance or crushes or anything like that. So I want to do that. I want to spend time doing that. And I would appreciate it if you tried your hardest to do the same. I like turtles. Love that. That perfect segue. Perfect segue. And perfect first time chat. What was Mr. doing to Kiwi? I don't know. Good question. It didn't seem to bother her too much. Looked like he was trying to wake her up. Maybe he was. Maybe he's like, hey, can you like lay differently? You're not very comfortable for me to lay on right now. I like tortoises. Speaking of tortoises, Peace, if you're still here, didn't you have a tortoise that like comes and visits you guys like once a year? What happened with that guy? He was doing something with his paws. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. You should remember that many people on the internet are like 14 years old or are in fact adult but never leave the room. True, but I also think there's just a lot of people that, and this is my perspective on why it happens, I pride myself on being very honest, very transparent, like as a person, as a human. I think a lot of people are doing it on the internet these days because we kind of were like tired of trying to perfectly curate our lives. I'm not an influencer, you know, in my mind. I'm just a person that shares myself on the internet. But I do think that there's something about that people don't always get in their day-to-day reality. You know, a lot of people go to work, they kind of put on a mask, a facade. So do their coworkers. And we don't really feel that same genuine bonding, the genuine connection that I think is so easy to feel in this community. Everyone here knows what I'm talking about. The feeling of just like connecting with somebody else in a way that feels healing and like just so positively received. I think a lot of people confuse the feeling that they get from just experiencing universal love and like good intended humans with like love, romantic love. And that's where I think the confusion starts to happen. And I guess that's why I'm trying to really ask of you. I know sometimes it's a big ask, but I really want to ask of you that you use your discernment and you recognize the parts of this that are causing you to feel that way and acknowledge the good in that, but then also acknowledge where you may be filling in the gaps to like turn it into something completely different in nature that, you know, doesn't really match what my intention here is. And then once you understand what you like about the space, what you like about this environment that feels so inviting to you, I would encourage you to try and embody that in yourself and then bring it into the workplace, bring it into your family, bring it into your friend group. Show up to the pre-existing dynamics that you feel a little like, just like you're hiding yourself from, you know, like you show up, but only so deep. You're keeping things a little at the surface, a little shallow, because it's easier usually. There's less risk of rejection, of feelings getting hurt in general. You don't have to romantically have feelings for someone for them to hurt you, right? However, I bet you $1 million, and you can shake my hand on this. If you start showing up in whatever ways you like that I show up, you're gonna start to have a way different experiences with the same people you already know, and chances are that will evolve itself into you feeling like, hey, maybe the difference isn't me necessarily, it's the way I'm acting around the world, around life. And you can do that. You can do that too. And magnetize people to you that are looking for the same thing. You know? I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. But yeah. I just feel like that's what people here are actually needing. I'm sure you want love, romantic connection, and that's something I will let you talk about with a therapist, a licensed professional. However, my fair guess is, on top of that, you also really just want good, genuine, honest connections with people, regardless of the nature of them. And I would fair to say for most people it's much easier to maintain platonic relationships that are loving and kind and affectionate and caring. There's a lot less strings attached. Holy cannoli! Thank you for continuing your sub. So yeah, I'll leave that with a pin in it for now, and I'll probably have to revisit it later on for anyone that wasn't here today that didn't get to hear me. Dr. Pepper or Pepsi? Thank you for reminding me. I don't really like Pepsi, to be honest, or Coke. I've never really been into Coca-Cola my entire life. I just never really liked it. It was never my favorite. I think there's something about the cherry flavoring. Like, I always loved Shirley Temples, which is just, I think, cherry grenadine and like Sprite. That was my favorite drink as a kid. And I think there's just something about the cherry flavor that I've always liked, and that's why I like these, because there's definitely something cherry in here. But they also have Dr. Pepper Cherry. Those are so good. There's also Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. Those used to be my favorite. You like the spicy soda pop. What can I say? I love flat Dr. Pepper. Now that's a personal preference. I cannot relate to that. I do not like flat soda, but all the power to you. All the power to you. Dr. Pepper Zero is the best in my opinion. You know what? I actually heard recently that Dr. Pepper Zero is more authentic in flavor profile than this version of Dr. Pepper, because it cuts away the excess sugar and you can taste the spices. I've heard that it's actually like how it's supposed to be tasting, more so than the normal one. I thought that was really interesting. Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla and the cream soda flavors are very good. The cream soda one, the cherry vanilla one is so good, and I haven't seen it in the store in a long time. Martin! Hi! Thank you so much. Most other zeros you can taste the sweetener. DP Zero you don't. I love that you abbreviated it. I used to do that with DPCV. Me and my friends used to be like DPCV, DPCV in elementary school. We had like a club, and it was the Pineapple Club. I don't know why we called it that, but in the Pineapple Club we would hang out, and we would specifically request for our parents to purchase us DPCV, Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. It had to be CV, not just DPC, DPCV. Technically I say DPZ. I love that. I love it. I love it. Sounds like a house band. It does. DPCV. Wow. We are Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. That's me as DPCV, the band. Bars. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you no matter what I do for hyping me up. Means a lot. Now listen to this tuning fork. Also, I know I said I would put a pin in it, but I've got to say, I feel like that was the calmest I've ever explained that topic that we just talked about. I feel like normally when I talk about it, I'm like a little agitated already. But I feel like today I felt very, very level-headed in my explanation. It feels like a metallic bee flying around my head. I kind of love that. You are getting older. Don't remind me. It's officially your birthday in Europe. Technically my birthday is the 26th, we just found out, but it doesn't matter. What? I get to start celebrating a day early. It's not even 7 p.m. for me here. Okay, so I need to look now. Hold on. I'm gonna say, I think New Zealand is the farthest time zone, no? Yeah, okay. You guys, this is actually crazy. How far into the day I was born on the 26th. 7 p.m. on Wednesday, if we were talking about it today, but just in general, 7 p.m. PST, California time, Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. is 2 p.m. the next day in New Zealand. I was born at 2 p.m. on the 26th in New Zealand. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I can't believe I have a whole different birthday on the other side of the world. It's your birthday right now? Happy birthday! Birthday buddies! I love having a birthday in the fall. I love fall. It's my favorite season. I love having my birthday, and then I love immediately switching gears and like joining everyone into the Halloween festivities. I love it. I love fall time. October birthdays are the best. Well, I feel like I'm close enough. I'm at the very, very end of September, so. Excuse me. Everyone was born in September. I actually do think it's one of the most popular birth months, and I really hate to say this because it's gross. It's gross. I don't want to think about it. But there were multiple times in my life where I started counting backwards from my birthday. And unfortunately for me, exactly 9 months before my birthday is Christmas Day. So that's great. I have no mystery as to what happened. So yeah. I know when I was conceived, roughly. I'm sure there's a lot of other people in December who do Valentine's Day. You know. Yours is Valentine's Day. Yup, yup. What the heck? The way, what is this dramatic message? Cherie, I respect you. I enjoy tuning into your streams. With that said, I will no longer tune in. Okay, what did I do? Wish you a happy birthday and all the best. You're awesome. Thanks. I'll try and take that with a grain of salt. You guys know you don't have to announce if you're never gonna come back again. You can just quietly decide that. You don't have to tell me. It just makes me sad. People put too much significance on the number of their age as a negative and not on the fact that they've made it so far. I think that's a huge reason why every year I just get more and more like, wow, I'm so grateful to still be here. Because I had a lot of days where I did not plan on seeing 27 years old. So I definitely do feel there's a part of me that every year is just like, good job, I'm proud of you. You're still here. And if you can relate to that, my heart goes out to you. Thank you for being here still. No worries, thank you for letting me know. I know I'm a little scared to be 27 because I'm like, so many awesome people died at 27. But it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be like really safe. I'm gonna like bubble wrap myself all year so nothing happens to me. That's true. So many people have died at all ages. Awesome people. So true. Usually it's mostly singers, just don't sing. I'll make sure to start my career at 28. So sorry guys, no new music coming out next year. Only the year after that. You know what they say. You know. Some of them weren't singers though. Who? Tell us. I was unable to sleep when I left smoking up. Do you mean when you quit smoking? It was really bad and loneliness and anxiety was killing me. When I discovered your video, I found peace. Thank you for what you do. 4 years sober. Huge congratulations to you. Can everyone just give a little clapping hand for 4 years sober? That's an amazing accomplishment, and I'm really proud of you. I have lost a couple friends to addiction and overdose, and I will applaud anyone's journey of sobriety. Such a big deal. Does not deserve to go unnoticed. Thank you for sharing that with us. Some of the writers of the US Constitution were in their late teens and 20s. Maybe you should start your own country. Why have I never thought of that? I'll migrate over there as long as there's no tax. Okay, but how will we pay for anything? I don't think tax is always bad. It makes sense in a system that, you know, gives back to the people that are paying for it. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Just pay your good citizen tax and don't ask questions, okay? Don't ask questions. Your streamer money. Got it. So I will create a country and then... Okay, got it. So I fund the country. The whole country. Got it. I see why you guys want me to do this. I am quite moved that someone said that, because it's my mentality. I am supposed to be a dead child because I got announced dead at birth to my pathology. What? Like, what? Sorry. I feel like I'm just silly. I don't understand. I'm 29 now and almost 30, so when it's the birthday of someone I care about, I make sure to celebrate it, because celebrating the birthday of someone isn't about pointing to their age, but showing them that they are loved and cared for. Happy birthday, by the way. All I wanted this year is to feel loved and cared for. That was actually my, like, verbal request. Because, of course, you know, people in my life are like, what do you want? What should we do? And I just was like, I just want to feel known and loved. That's it. If you're gonna get me anything, get me, you know, I actually told one of my friends, I was like, the best thing that you could make for me this year is my own personal cocktail recipe, because she's a bartender. So I was like, make me my own drink. So every year on my birthday, I can have the drink and, like, attach all of the beautiful memories to that flavor. And then I told her, when I have Alzheimer's and I'm, like, 80 on my, not deathbed, but, like, in my chair, trying to remember things, maybe I won't remember anything until someone hands me my special cocktail. And then I'll take a sip and I'll be like in Ratatouille, when Anton Ego is, like, transported back to his childhood. It's DPCV, DPCV. Someone give me my DPCV on ice. And then I'll be like, and she said she started crying when I told her that. Because I don't know, like, I don't need things. I need memories. I need experiences. That's what I want for my birthday. Spoiled my Dr. Pepper gift. DPCV cocktail. Okay, but actually, why did I not think of that? DPCV with just, like, a little splash of, like, Baileys or brandy, or, like, you know, just a little something, like a Jack and Coke, but Jack and DPCV. I don't think I need to say anything else. I think that speaks for itself. I really do. Might be onto something there. We won't know until we try it. So one day soon, we should make that, and I'll let you know if I like it or not. one of my favorite drinks. What the heck? My sister just sent this photo of Abby Lee to the group chat in response to my mom saying she's excited to celebrate me. This is what my sister said. Wait, okay, why do we kind of look alike? Like, okay, why me and Abby Lee are actually twins? I'll add her to the command. You better not. You better not. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of fun today. I apologize that this has not been a very consistently ASMR-centered experience. I started off so good with the deep breaths and like getting us all nice and relaxed. So now that we're almost 3 hours in to our time together, let's take some more deep breaths, if you would be so kind. Okay. Apology not accepted. Okay. I would say I'm sorry again, but you already didn't accept the first one. I'm gonna sit up nice and straight for this. Crack my back. This time, I would request that you take your 2 lovely hands, palm side facing you, one on your heart, whichever hand is your dominant hand. Mine is my right. For you, it looks like my left, but it's actually my right. Put it on your heart, other one on your stomach, so you can feel all of the expansion of your breath. I also want you to imagine like a center axis running down the middle of your body, and like when you're breathing, you're like strengthening and straightening your center axis. Okay? Get yourself nice and situated. We're gonna find our breath together. I'm gonna start breathing at my natural pace. Try to join in as best you can, and when I feel like we're ready, we'll do our first guided breath together. We're gonna do 7 deep breaths this time, because I like that number. Catching my rhythm. And here we go. Our first inhale in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling and holding. And exhale. Inhaling and holding. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And releasing your hands gently into your lap. Just taking a moment, breathing out any anxiety that the sound of the train just caused you, any shock or surprise, any annoyance, frustration, breathing it out, embracing that which we cannot change, making peace, surrendering, knowing this too shall pass very shortly. You can continue to breathe at your own pace. I just wanted to reset the energy here. I think we did a good job, despite that. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Trent. I'm so excited for my birthday tomorrow. And I'm even more excited to go and rearrange my living room and organize all of my stuff. Try and get it put away. Sorry. Remember how I was like, release your frustration? I was talking about myself. Maintenance guy doing skate tricks out there. Is the plan still an early stream? Maybe, yeah. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think it depends on how late I stay up tonight. I'm gonna try to get to bed by at least like 2 in the morning, something like that. I would like to at least wake up and like get ready a little bit, figure out a fun outfit to wear, you know. I haven't put absolutely anything together yet. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna wake up, get ready, and then whenever I'm done doing that, I'll just hop on and be on for as long as I feel, and then open the gifts that you guys have sent. Will it ever stop? This has been such a long one. I'm sorry. I just need to watch. I just need to watch and watch the end. Just for satisfaction's sake. Like, I need to see it leave. I need to see it be gone. Remember how I was like, you guys don't know me. There are days where I'm like, shut the fuck up, to the window. So like I said, you don't really know me. I have a lot shorter of a patience span than you might think, especially with things like this. And if I'm already in a bad mood, I'll be like, bro, oh my god, bro. Like, I'll get so mad for no reason. Just because it overstimulates me immediately to hear that screeching sound. It gives me that feeling. So, this space is actually very healthy for me to try and practice mindful breathing and calming myself down. Everything is fine, but dang, it's so long, right? It's so long. It's still going, and there's no sign of the caboose. Where is the caboose? The caboose. I gotta turn the sound down. I can't do it anymore, you guys. I just can't do it. It's so loud. Sweet relief. I like that it's maxing out, but it's not very loud. Are you kidding me? It just stopped. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? It just stopped. It just ended. Are you kidding me? La, 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 la. None of that just happened. I was so calm and collected this entire time. The entire time. And if you think otherwise, you're lying. The focus. That was crazy. Bro watches the stream. Well, dang, that was crazy. Crazy timing. So funny. Oh, how old are you about to be? Guess.
Oh my god. What was that noise? Oh, beautiful.
Everyone guess. Thank you, Booby. Booby Red. Everyone guess. 89. Well, that was last year, actually. I'm glad that you're laughing. 22.
You flatter me.
11. No. I'm turning 27. I don't feel like making you guess any longer. Sorry, obviously 11. Rage bait. You know what was rage bait? That train was rage bait, and it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked on me. It wasn't bait, it was just rage. Train bait. Seriously though. Why was that one so long? And like, it's always when I'm like about to do something that's supposed to be very relaxing. I was like, alright guys, guided deep breaths. There came the train. It's fine. It really is fine. You guys, the sun is setting. I can't believe it. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. The tank is clean. The sunset is at 7:06 now. I remember when it used to be like 9 something. Oh, winter is coming. Oh, winter is coming. The train was taking deep breaths too. True. Only gonna go worse with the time change. I feel like that's a really good impression of the face, the meme face. I feel like I have a really good, like, that part. I feel like it looks just like him. It's so satisfying, I don't know why. I love making funny faces. We should bring back the funny face command, but we should make it more expensive. It used to be like 500 channel points. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. But how do I have no channel points? In my own... Oh, I have infinity. I have infinite channel points. Yeah, all of these are so low. I need to make funny face like 5,000 or 10,000 channel points. Cherie Lutrain. inflation is so high it's even affecting the channel point redemptions. It's more of the sense that I don't want people to redeem them, and then I just like don't ever do it because there's so many redemptions. Also, I can't lie to you guys, part of why I stopped doing the funny faces is because I like couldn't think of any more funny faces to make. I try to do a different one every time and like I couldn't think of anything. Could always put a cool down on it. That's smart. Why are you so smart? It's why you need your own plot of land. No trains allowed. I wouldn't even mind living next to a rail station if there was less train traffic. If there was a train like once every 12 hours, that's fine with me. Once a day, cool. I enjoy a train, but like I also would like to hear it maybe a little bit more from a distance. Like I would love to hear the distant like whoo, whoo. And I'm like, oh, the train, wow, that's nice. Anyway, you know, not so like in my ear. Let me see what else I can do for you. What can I do for you? What do you wish to know? That's from Barbie Mermaidia. It's okay if you don't know it. It's okay if you've never seen it. Do you guys want to see some drawings I made? I forgot that I had them in here. This one is some flowers. Sometimes I make art just for fun. This is some flowers. This one is a mandala with markers. It was kind of hard to blend them. It is a mighty stem. I like that though. And then I did this one where I did like chalk in the back. You can't really see, but it's colored. It's like so lightly colored. You can kind of see in the shadow of the light. There's color on the paper. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. Clearly I love plants. But yeah, I made some art the other day because I just was like, I just want to do something fun. Fun and non-consequential. Thank you, Anonymous. To Nupid Stoob TV. Welcome in, Nupid Stoob. Alt J. Phenomenal band. I don't know if I like sang a song by them just now or something, but note, there is a difference between mandala and mandala. True. That's true. Thank you for saying that. I like that. We'll do that one. I think I can make that work. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. You're gonna be the best man? You're gonna be best man at a wedding? What an achievement, what an accomplishment, what a compliment. Fun and non-consequential are undervalued. I agree. And they need to be explored with the same passion and vigor as prosperous, productive activities. Sometimes you need to just sit and draw for no reason. It doesn't have to be good. In fact, it probably won't be. Mine are not that good, but they're fun. They're fun to make. Poopy. Love the new hair. Thanks. Love your username, Poopy. How sophisticated of you. You don't feel like your hair gets in the way of your headphones? Not at all. Not at all. My ears are still under there. I can still hear them. Sorry, it's an old name from back in the day. Sure. Like yesterday. Back in the day, you know, last week. Cherie, should I go bald? Wait, are you not already? I thought there was like an unspoken rule of the community that I'm the only one that's allowed to have hair and you guys all need to be bald. Wait. I think there's been some sort of miscommunication. If you're not bald right now, I'm gonna need you to go fix that immediately. I am already bald, but I'm asking, should I go further beyond what we've been meaning to tell you? That's why I have a beard. Cherie can't have one, so I get to. Valid. Can you guys imagine? I would look crazy with a beard. I would look crazy with a beard. But it took 2 years to grow my hair. Sorry. Lily hat, the pumpkin. Thank you for that. I love that emote. It's so funny. How would you wear it? That is a great question. If I were a man with a beard, I think I wouldn't care, but if I had a mustache, then we'd be talking. If I could do a all day long, if I could just sit and like twiddle my stash curl and like, oh, I would do that all day long. I know I would. I would be like, what were you saying? Sorry, I was too busy curling my mustache all day. Or I would be like, I know I would do this all day. Like, I think I would just stim. Now I'm jealous, you guys. Someone is giving you a beard right now. Good. Send it in the Discord and make sure it looks realistic. Make sure you do a good job at photoshopping. Don't make it sloppy. Make it look good. And no AI. No AI. Human-made beard Cherie only. If it's AI, it's getting deleted and you need to redo it. A lot of guys do that second one. That's true. Human-made beard Cherie. Bet you didn't think you would hear that this year, did ya? Neither did I, but here we are. AI hater confirmed. I already said it earlier. I like proudly declared myself. What did I say? Oh, I said me no likey. Me no likey AI. Or IA, whatever the fuck it's called. That's so funny. They are framing me. It's so good. I could spare a few inches and donate it, I guess. Update, I'm bald now. It's all happening so fast. I'm being offered a beard. You're going bald. I can't catch a breath. But like, what if I got one of those ones that goes around your ears? You guys, me showing up to my birthday stream tomorrow with a full beard that I ordered on Amazon. But wait, I'm so jealous. I'm going on Amazon. I'm gonna see what they have. Just out of curiosity, you know, nothing serious. I'm certainly not gonna order anything. Just to see it, you know? Blonde beard. Hold on. It doesn't have very good reviews. I need to find one with better reviews. Wait a minute. This is like too blonde. There's no color to match my hair, really. Okay, but like, wait. And you stick it on. It doesn't even have a thing. You just slap it on your face. Wait. That would make people not have a crush on me anymore, wouldn't it? If I had a beard. That would break the illusion for sure. Okay, but wait. Because I also like this. Where it's like just a little strap. And then I have my full leg. I don't know, you guys. I feel like this is sparking something within me. I mean, the first thing that came up was this guy. I want to be like that. Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm trying to get like him. I love it. I love it. Does he have blonde? I'm sold. 18-inch beard. That's crazy, man. They don't really have my color. They have brown. But it looks like very brown. Like not... Well... I feel like it would look a lot darker in person. Once was a beard competition in university. Got shared first place with a woman that just tied her hair in the front like a beard. That's hilarious. And I could do that right now. What am I doing? I used to do that as a kid all the time. How did I not think of it? It's not the same. And the train. Well, what in the Seven Dwarfs did I show up to? Oh man, it's too straight. I know. Okay, I know. I can't. I'm trying my best, you guys, to make a fake beard with my hair. It's not as simple as it looks. I never knew what ASMR was when I first looked it up. You were the first one I subscribed to. And here I am, making a beard with my hair. Okay, but like, I also used to do this one. Oh my god, I cannot grab a single piece of hair for the life of me. Oh, I would kill a mustache like that. Oh, I would kill it. Oh, the evil villain that immediately comes out when I have this. Wah! No, literally. Wah! Oh, I love it. Oh, I need to do a video. I need to do a video like that. Okay. Okay. Yep. Noted. Maybe me like, I'll sacrifice a piece of my own hair and I'll make it into a mustache. I'm not gonna though. But I might. Wow. Well, that was fun. And kind of depressing. Now I feel like I'm missing out on something in life. Oh, Chris, I just got your email. I will absolutely go down to the mailroom and see if I can't pick out the specific package you're talking about. Ouch, that was my ankle. A Yosemite Sam style mustache would be cool. Let me look him up. I don't know who that is. I do know who that is. Of course. How could I? Of course I know Yosemite Sam. What am I saying? I just never really knew that was his name. But yeah. Yeah, I think that could work. I think we can do that. I think that sounds pretty good to me. I like that. You are missing out on my granny's meatloaf. Oh my gosh. How could I? What an awful person I am. Tell your granny to save me a slice of the meatloaf. I actually don't mind meatloaf. I used to not like it, but now I like it. It just has to be made right. But some meatloaf with ketchup, that slaps, in my opinion. Happy 27th birthday, gal. Thank you. Something about being called gal. So cute. So cute to me. Just wear some glasses with a nose on the back. True. True. You've got to use both sides of your hair for that stash. Okay, but wait. That's like not a bad idea. 1, a 1, a 2, a 3. I don't know if that's enough. I don't think it is, but we're gonna see. Wait, it's slipping. It's slipping. Stay. Oh, I love it. That's so good. That was such a good idea. Thank you for that. That definitely fulfilled the itch a little more than anything else. Also, yes, I gave you screenshot material on purpose. I make the sauce for meatloaf with barbecue sauce, ketchup, and brown sugar. That sounds pretty good. She will make you a meatloaf birthday cake. Isn't that just meatloaf? I'm scared. I don't think I want a meatloaf birthday cake. I don't think I want a meatloaf cake, period. I just want meatloaf. Meatloaf with a candle. Happy birthday, by the way. You are a lifesaver. I don't know about all that, but thank you. I'd like a birthday steak. I am going to be making the birthday dinner as part of my present to myself. I'm making a tri-tip steak from Costco, and it's like marinated and stuff. And I'm gonna cook it in the oven and then finish it on the grill. I'm excited. Or maybe I should just cook it on the grill, but I was gonna do the oven because it takes like an hour less time. Happy birthday, Cherie. Thank you for saving me from that burning building that one time. You know, I do it again. Be fraud. Good night. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Hi, Trey. Thank you so much. Tri-tip is delicious. I've never made it before. Does anyone have cooking advice for tri-tip? Because it just kind of says to bake it in the oven, which I was going to put it in like a pan. I also have a pressure cooker I could make it in. But I feel like a grill could be good too. I don't know. Always reverse sear for me. Can you explain that? I don't know exactly what that means. Like, I know how to sear, but what is reverse sear? Bake and then sear it on the pan. Okay, like you said. Yeah. So bake it like I was planning on and then finish it on the grill. Grill. Don't overcook it. Medium rare. That's what my mom does. That sounds good. How long does she cook it for? I'm pretty sure it's like an hour and then 15 minutes per pound, and I think it's 2 pounds. See her? See who? Oven and then grill pan. Okay. If you bake, roast it, cover it with sliced onions, mushrooms, peppers, etc., whatever you like. The veggies really help. Yes, I love potatoes, specifically roasted with meat in the oven. Oh my god, roasted potatoes with like the juice. That sounds so good. Carrots. Oh my god. Oh, I'm hungry. Man, it came via UPS. Okay. I'll go check. Downstairs. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes. Pot roast. I'll watch a couple YouTube videos to really like sink it in. Thank you. I share your mom's birthday? How fun. How fun is that? Can I ask you something, Cherie? When you're doing ASMR, do you ever fall asleep while doing it? No, but also I get really tired to the point where like it feels like I'm about to fall asleep, but I don't think I've ever fallen asleep on stream or when I'm recording. I just get sleepy. But on the other hand, when I'm editing the videos, I have countless times fallen asleep while editing. Because it's like, it's an hour long, first of all. That's already a long time. And I usually edit it like at night after I filmed, I'll immediately start editing. And then I'll be like trying to listen, and I'll be like, I'll just close my eyes for a second. And then I wake up and like the video's been ended for like an hour, and the timeline is just like going with a black screen. Don't say the word yawn. It will set me off, and I will yawn. So don't do that. Yes, Gina, it's so true. I like what you did with your hair. Thank you. I'm glad. Me too. Thank you, Great American Cookie. I'll probably go around 3 hours and 45 minutes, maybe. Pretty soon. You stream on Twitch? I do. My granny falls asleep standing up. That's so cute. My mom said grill it 7 minutes each side, check temperature, finish in the oven for about 15 minutes depending on how thick. If you got a big piece, add a bit of time. I almost want to like go grab it and show it to you. Hold on, I'll just Google it so you can see what I'm gonna cook. It's this one from Costco. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. And I'm making mac and cheese as a side. Are you sure, Olaf? Oh. Wait, yeah, I can see that. Usually, okay. Good to know. I think it's been like that since you left. I don't think we updated it because, you know, you've just been in and out. But I'll leave it up to you. If you feel like you're gonna start popping in more often, we could definitely update that. I think it was just a precautionary thing, but I definitely didn't think it was. I thought everyone could see your messages, so I feel like it's safe to turn it off. I think we're good. Thank you, Mark. Sometimes I'm about to just like interrupt myself and be like, thank you, but I will lose my train of thought. I will. Train of thought. Train. Get it? No? Me either, but it's fine. I wonder. Hold on. What? I'm so confused. I'm trying to do my little recursion effect, but it's not working. It's not working for me. Why is it not working? Maybe I need to do more milliseconds of a delay. I'm so confused. What is happening? Okay. cancel. So sad. My face looks so sad. Maybe I need to put it above? No? What is happening? Okay, well, I'll just do it the normal way. But it was gonna be a lot funner if it had a trail. John, thank you for 5 gifted. Can you guys focus on the light for me? Focus. What is moving behind you? Probably my cats. The other one is on the beanbag again. I'm just making overnight oats while listening to this. It's actually such a vibe. I love overnight oats. They're so good and easy to make, and they're so good. I used to make overnight oats and it would make me so excited to wake up and eat my breakfast. Thank you for the happy birthday. Just as a warning, the stream is gonna close out in just a few minutes. Very, very soon. So if you would be so kind, you can close your eyes. You can open your eyes if they were already closed. You know, just in case YouTube or Twitch decides to hit you with a post-video ad. It sucks. I can't turn them off on YouTube, and I don't know if Twitch does them. But on YouTube they do sometimes, and I can't turn them off, so... Try and just relax. Thank you for the happy birthday. I'm excited to celebrate with you guys tomorrow. I'm excited to come here with gifts to open. It's gonna be really fun. We can do a little show and tell, a little try on haul. And tomorrow I will be turning 27. Can't believe it. Theoretically, how early do you think the stream may begin tomorrow? No later than like 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because I want to be on 1, 2, 3 o'clock. That sounds good. Yeah, probably 1 around then. But we just gotta see. I'll put it in the Discord. I'll be updating you guys tomorrow. Oh, baby. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close us out. Thank you for such a fun stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your good, kind, thoughtful words. Thanks for your less thoughtful words and your silly banter. I miss you guys all the time when I'm not on the stream. And I'm so glad to not have to think about moving so I can focus on work again. It feels bad to be doing stuff that I don't want to do when I would rather be doing this. So, yay. Now I get to be doing this once again. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's my birthday tomorrow. I feel like I'm not. Earlier, I was definitely in the mood and in the vibe, but sometimes I get just kind of like caught up in everything, and I start forgetting that it's my birthday eve. This was always like a really anticipatory day for me. Like, I'm like, oh my god, it's tomorrow, my birthday's tomorrow. And now I'm like, oh my god, my birthday's tomorrow. Holy shit, I keep forgetting. And I feel so lucky I'm gonna get to celebrate it with so many cool people on the internet. Thank you for that. And then my friends and family. Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed and lucky and just... Sending you guys so much love. So much love. Thank you for all that you do, all the time. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, twilight, dusk, whatever time it may be for you, wherever you are on the earth. Thank you for being here with me right now. I bid you adieu. I bid you farewell. So much love. So much love. And I'll see you tomorrow for my birthday. Love you. Take care. It's so hard to say goodbye because I'm like, oh my god. Next time I see them, it's gonna be my birthday. So I'm like, ooh, I don't want to end yet. I'm not ready. But I need to go clean and organize, and I'm really excited for that. So I'll see you soon. Do it back. You have to do that thing too with your voice. Do it. Okay. Bye. My sleeve.